Hello, I am Eric Johnson, the department head for the feed division at Heritage Cooperative, and I just want to review some of our past and what we're looking for in the future. Some of the feed facts from the feed department. We have 12 full-time employees and 10 part-time employees. That includes a good many of the part-time at our retail stores. We have 4 bulk trucks. We have a 9-ton truck, a 12-ton bulk truck, and 2 15-ton bulk trucks. We have 2 manufacturing plants, that would be Urbana and Dola. We have 2 retail stores, that would be Mechanicsburg and Dublin, and we have 15 plus distribution branches that handle feed products. We manage about 8,000 tons of Land O'Lake feed going through our facilities. We have 1,500 tons of Horizon, our proprietary bag feed, going through our branches, and we do about 7,600 tons of grinded mix through Urbana and Dola. We have 130 commercial feeds. That would be largely the Land O'Lake products, the dairy feeds, the beef feeds, the swine feeds. We have 30 of the Horizon feeds. That's primarily just the bag products that we sell, and they are proprietary to Heritage Cooperative and Granville Milling and LLC there. We have 140 lifestyle feeds. That would be mostly the 4-H feeds, the horse feeds, and those that smaller producers would use. We have 25 different bird feeds. We have 30 miscellaneous products, and we have 120 farm supply items. That would include fencing product, baler twine, those type of items there. In our stores, we have 4,500 different store item codes, and that's a best guess, but we have lots of store item codes to keep track of. So we are pricing approximately 5,000 different products, and then in addition to that, we price our bulk feeds and our formula feeds and different ingredients. So we have quite a job in tracking the pricing for all of our different products. As I mentioned, we have 2 grind and mix facilities, Urbana being the bigger one of the 2, and Dola, also up in Hardin County, does some grind and mix. And I usually talk about this slide as it shows 2 grind and mix facilities. I'd like to point out that there's lots and lots, maybe 50, 60 that are not there anymore, and most of you could grind and mix facilities that were at many small towns in our area, and that indicates how our business has changed over the years. We're down to 2 is all we have at this time. The type of livestock we work with, obviously we work with some of these large cow-calf herds. This would be a 200 head facility. We work with a lot of smaller ones. I think the average cow-calf herd in Ohio is about 20 head. So we work with the large and the small. We work with several of the large dairies. This one being about 400 cows. We also work with some of the smaller ones, anywhere from 30 to 200, and we are working with some of the even larger than that yet. This slide, I like to point out that this was our bread and butter years ago, but the barn's empty, the silos are empty, and that's what has happened in the farm community. The traditional agriculture has shifted in our area to where these facilities no longer have livestock on them. So it's made us transition some to the retail stores, and a different type of business. This is a picture of our 15-ton bulk truck. It happens to be stationed at Urbana, but there's 5 3-ton compartments on this truck, and we move feed out of our branches at Urbana and Dola on a truck like this, but we also go to the Washington Courthouse or Lima feed plants to pick up formula feed and take direct to the farm. This would indicate our local feed retail stores, and we've got branches all over the area. The blue being what I call the full service stores, meaning that we should have a good bit of inventory on at any given time at Dola, Richwood, Urbana, and Upper Sandusky. We have 4 branches, what we call our order only, meaning that they keep track of a given customer and get in what they need. That would be at Cairo, Fletcher, Horton, and Marysville. And we have some smaller branches that don't actually handle very much feed, but if their fertilizer customer or their grain customer wants to buy their pet food there, we would stock pet food at these facilities. And then we have the 3 retail stores in purple. That's Mechanicsburg, Dublin, and Delaware. Delaware is actually an LLC store. We own that jointly with Granville Milling out of Granville, Ohio. Typical look of our Urbana facility, showing both our feed and our farm supply business. You see the fencing, you see the trawls, you see the tubs, you see the softener salt, you see the bags of feed. Just a good indication of what all we sell at a given facility. I mentioned Horizon Grain. This would be our horse feed that we would Granville Milling. Granville does the bagging, and we distribute about a semi-load a week of Horizon Grains. The 2 retail stores, I mentioned that we are transitioning from the traditional farm to the retail, trying to capture some of the lifestyle, the smaller accounts. The Mechanicsburg store is a very good store, and we upgraded and changed that to a resale store about 3 years ago. Dublin is our newest venture, and trying to get that one off and going. It's in a very, very good location on Route 61, the intersection of 161 and 33, close to Columbus. And we've been at the Delaware store, and that again is a joint venture. A typical store, you're going to see much more lighting. You'll see shelves stocked much differently. We've got end caps. We're just much more customer friendly than a traditional branch might be, and you can see that we have to keep our store shelves full. We have to go the fine line codes to keep track of all this, and we're very proud of the retail stores that we have. Those lifestyle stores or retail stores, we handle a lot of 4-H feeds. And this being a young lady with her pigs at a Gibbon County fair, we're very proud of the number of animals that we feed, the number of young people that we get the chance to work with, and we feel that the retail stores are the outreach to those people. The horse customer is extremely important to us. These folks have a lot of passion for their animals, and they take a lot of love and care, and they want to buy branded feeds that will make their horses respond the way they think they should, and we're glad to work with as many of those as we do. The feed and farm supply dollar volumes through the years, you can see 2007 through 2012. I might mention real quick down there at the asterisk at the bottom, corn sales moved from the feed department to the grain department in 2010. That's why we see a significant drop off from 09 to 10. We're running about $5.5 million a year feed and farm supply sales. The feed net savings. Feed has been a frustration to us. It has been a difficult transition to go from the large farms and to the retail distribution, so it has not been a particularly profitable venture lately. We really think that in 2012 we will be profitable to the tune of $112,000 before indirect and $79,000 loss after indirect. The feed customer segmentation. This might surprise some of us, but 47% of our customers are beef related, 19% are dairy related, 13% swine, and the lifestyle is growing at 17% of our business is lifestyle business. I mentioned the beef being the higher one. Because of that, we think we have some opportunities going forward in the cow-calf business, and we're just now in the process of launching a beef cattle program. We're going to call that program the Cattleman's Edge, as you can see in the center. It'll be a membership type of thing where we work directly with the cattle producer, and we're going to feature the nutrition and the pasture and forage management early on, and then we hope to bring in or plan to bring in the herd health, the reproductive management, the record keeping, and the marketing. We think we can tie all this together with our producer, and that we should be able to pay a good dividend to the cow-calf producer as he improves his operation, and pay dividends to Heritage Cooperative as we get more involved with a given producer. Feed sales by location, that just gives you an idea of which branches are selling a good bit of our product. Urbana being the biggest one at 40%. Mechanicsburg store is 20%, and you can see the other branches fall into place there. I mentioned horses and the lifestyle. We really need to feed more of these. In the past, maybe we haven't featured enough on the horse, but they are a very big part of the lifestyle side of our business. The cow-calf, this happens to be a rather large one, but as we said, the average herd is 20, but we think we can be a big part of the cow-calf producer going forward. They tend to be staying around, and a lot of the competition has not paid much attention to the cow-calf people, so we think there's an opportunity here. That completes the slide tour of the feed department at Heritage Cooperative. If you would like more information about the feed department or anything at Heritage Cooperative, please visit our website at www.heritagecooperative.com, and I'll be glad to take any phone calls or respond to any of your questions. Thank you.